Oh, I ruined that. Welcome, everybody, to Kicking with the Compas. I'm back, baby, on a Friday. On a Friday night. Everyone's been sick. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Welcome. I'm home. And I'll be gone in like 2 weeks, so don't get too excited. I'm gonna be gone right. I'm gonna just leave right away. It's the holiday season. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Welcome you folks over here to the show. Who do we have on the other side? Oh my God, it's Gertz.
Hi.
You're not Tommy McGrew.
I'm not. I'm not.
Tommy legit has the flu, and Marcos is doing nonsense as he does on Friday nights. And TJ, he was the one that recommended we do the show tonight because I was like, fuck it, we're never gonna do the show ever.
Yeah, I could tell in your voice. I was like, Doc, I'm free tomorrow.
I was very tired yesterday. I'm still very tired. Oh my God, work has been hectic. It's the end of the year. The holidays are coming. I'm not. What? That was weird and dark. Also, anti-Semitism's bad. Just want to reiterate that one more time.
On paper.
From our... Could you not right now?
I said, I mean, it's true on paper. It's bad.
Oh, it's fair. It's true on paper, in video, in
most
writing,
other context.
All context, anti-Semitism's bad.
Well, when you're learning about it, it can be bad, but it's good for you to learn about.
Oh, well, okay. The only thing that's bad about... Wait, nope, that's double negative. Bad about anti-Semitism, good about anti-Semitism is the bad feeling you get learning about it. Because then it makes you want to be good and not anti-Semitic.
Hitler's bad.
Yeah. You see how easy that was? Kanye, you fucking idiot. Hi, everybody. We're not talking about that. I did put that in the label because, I mean, like, it's a hot topic. It's the hottest topic.
I don't know what else needs to be said other than that Hitler and anti-Semitism are bad, the Holocaust happened, and Kanye's a clown. I mean, do we need to elaborate further?
Yes. Kidding. Was it Tommy? I'm gonna speak for Tommy, which I rarely do because I rarely knows what he fucking goes on in that man's mind half the time.
Tommy has some odd takes.
Right. But Tommy was off the train when he said slavery was a choice. He says that fervently. He was off the Kanye train.
Yeah.
You know, something tells me Tommy would have been a lot calmer on this one.
What?
Not necessarily because of like it being any less crazy, more so because I'm with Gertz. What more can you say about this dude? Like, he's crazy.
Well, apparently, I look at Twitter, and I know I'm not supposed to, and it's even worse now because obviously Elon Musk is running it,
yeah.
And I'm getting all sorts of things I never got before.
That's an interesting wrinkle, though. He went back on his word.
Oh, of not banning people?
Then he banned Kanye. It's like, oh yeah, hate
for
speech.
Putting a swastika inside a Jewish Star of David.
Yeah.
Which... insane, but like
hate speech is not protected under freedom of speech.
It's not.
It's literally not.
Really? And it was inciting violence is what he caught him on, which is even more unique because it's like, oh, Elon Musk legit thinks like, oh yeah, he's trying to get people to attack Jewish people.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, he's saying things, but like that would have probably led to like, hey, you guys find the closest one and fight him.
It's not a stretch to come to that conclusion.
It's really not at this point.
No.
At this point, because like, the thing that frustrates me, going back to my point real quick, was that I'd look in the comments and he's like, he's trying to say this, he's trying to say this. And I'm just like, he's saying he likes Hitler. Because like there was one argument, and this is the one sliver of an argument that I'll entertain for half a second, which was there's people in the comments saying, because he was saying, Kanye said like Hitler did some good things or whatever, so on and so forth. And people were trying to spin it as he's saying, look for the good in people everywhere, even the worst people ever to exist. Okay?
He could have said that.
Right. He could have said that explicitly. But then the following line that he says, he goes, I think everyone's capable of good things. And I quote, especially Hitler. It was the especially that got me in particular. Like, obviously, clearly and very clearly, all of it is bad. But the fact that he's like, I see good things in everyone, especially? What are you talking about?
Take notes from Hitler.
Like,
what not to do.
Look, if you want to get real fucking dark about it, which I'm willing to do, yeah, those scientists who did all sorts of cruel fucking things, we learned some stuff that helped people in the future. Okay, silver linings to awful shit. Stop it. Stop defending this guy. Get off the train, get off the road, whatever the fuck, the bandwagon. I don't know. What would Kanye drive people to other than oblivion at this point?
Look, I don't get it with people because it's not like he's a prophet.
Right.
He's a rap artist.
He's a guy.
Right.
He's just
Talented artist.
No, I can't. Yeah, he's talented.
He's a guy. At the end of the day, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy who, he
R.
didn't.
Kelly wrote good songs.
Like-
he's also a monster.
Right.
You can have.
God.
You could just say,
And the
hey,
thing
man,
was, I've cut him out. Here's how I get it, because people are like, "Well, you're going to stop listening to Kanye?" Stop listening to Kanye actually just about entirely now. I'll be like, "She give me." Oh wait, no, I'm not supposed to. I got rid of Chris Brown entirely years ago. Still don't forget that shit. That's fucked up. You can't beat up a woman and be like, "It's fine. He was young. I was young. I never beat up a fucking woman." Who are my vendettas? Who was the other one you said? R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He might slip in every. Oh wow, that was a terrible term of phrase. He might be in my playlist. Is what I was about to say.
Sometimes when you rewatch Space Jam,
you let the trailer play. You let the credits play.
that's how that movie starts.
Oh, that's how it starts.
The first words you hear are R. Kelly singing "I Believe I Can Fly."
Oh my god.
and unfortunately,
And he was a little
it's
kid too.
ingrained.
He was like, "I want to be a basketball
Oh
player."
yeah, it's Michael Jordan as a child.
right.
Yeah.
Just shooting hoops in his backyard.
A heavily fictionalized version of his childhood. Like his dad is not an asshole to him.
Thank you, Rico Hero.
Holy shit! What is happening? Rico Hero get the 25 tier 1 subs.
Oh,
Community.
damn. A Christmas.
Hey,
thank you.
Merry
ho.
Christmas! Oh my god! I need to get the audio. Actually, I'll probably leave it off for now because it's just gonna be Prince moaning all over
And
the
happy
place.
Hanukkah too.
And happy Hanukkah.
Fuck you to Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm gonna celebrate Hanukkah
What
this
about
year.
Kwanzaa?
8 shitty gifts.
And Kwanzaa. Happy
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. I don't know anything about Kwanzaa.
Nor do I.
It's
okay.
food. It's a party.
I had a friend who legit was like, I thought you celebrated Kwanzaa. And I said, okay, so his saving grace was, I've known him for like ever. So I was like, I probably said that shit just to fuck with you.
Oh, okay.
And you remembered because you're a good friend. And then I was like, that does sound like something I would just plan in your head for years. So I could fuck with you later.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
the way I looked at it was like, did you really just say I celebrate Kwanzaa? Like, I don't celebrate anything during the holidays. So
Right.
You're just wrong.
Right. By the way, Rico Hero 647. I have to put a name down. 25 subs. I'm getting you something for Christmas. You're getting you're getting what the Excellence gets. You're getting a hat and article of clothing as you're choosing. I'll get in contact with you. Thank you so much for the donations. That's fucking awesome. I forgot to mention the last one I held a grudge with, and nobody believes me that I stopped listening to them. But this is how I hold grudges, especially musical ones. 3 Doors Down can go fuck off. Do you remember why?
No.
No.
They played at Trump's inauguration.
Oh.
Everyone canceled, everyone bailed out, and 3 Doors Down was like, Kryptonite! And I was like, you guys, let me have Kryptonite. Here without you, bangers. Just done. Just done. Just, no, you can't do it. It was like some Christian singer lady, some choir, local DC choir and band, and then 3 Doors Down, which once again is the most pathetic inaugural. Like Beyonce, I think was one of the inaugurations. 3 Doors Down, I'm never gonna forget that. What's one less stream for me, you fucks.
Well, 3 Doors Down. 3 Doors Down.
3 Door Downs.
3 Down Doors.
That's the wrong show, Gertz.
Yeah, 3 Doors Down. They have been credited or been known as the original Beyonce, don't you know?
Oh yeah, that's right. Their bodies were too vibulacious at one point too. That's my favorite Destiny's Child lyric.
I read it on Twitter, so I know it's real.
Not bootylicious,
Yeah.
because bootylicious, that's a great term of phrase.
I tried to do
but there's a little subset where she was, my body too vibulacious. Vibulacious is a wonderful word.
It is. And I try to be with you where like, you cut out artists who, have any sort of problematic music. Because there's just so much music out there. I think the only one who universally no one could do was MJ, and it's okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
he made Thriller.
I was like, man, you go on an MJ, you listen one song, you'll wake up 10 songs later and be like,
Hey, I just blame it on the boogie, okay? He told me to, all right? Why do you listen to MJ still? He's a weird sex creep. Blame it on the boogie, man. I don't know. Don't blame it on Sunshine.
I like Smooth Criminal. I'm sorry.
Right.
it made me want to really, really get a right suit.
I can only listen to the Alien Ant Farm cover so many times. So, I don't know.
No,
Guys,
it's depressing. It is, and it's bad when Alex Jones is like,
Yeah, I know.
right.
When Alex Jones is like, well, hold on a second.
yeah, well,
I'm not all about that Jewish stuff or the Nazi stuff.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. This is a guy that lied about the mass murder of children, and has to pay
For years.
Yeah, and has to pay like $1 billion because of it. Literally $1 billion.
Literally $1 billion.
Yeah, because he's such a lying POS, and even he's like, well, hold on a second. Sounding very Nazi-ish right now.
And he's like, I love Nazis. And it's like, no, Kanye, what are you doing?
God.
He's giving you whatever semblance of a life preserver you could possibly have in this situation. Alex Jones is doing that.
Yeah.
You know how far up shit creek you have to be where Alex Jones is like, I need to give you a hand.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty rough.
That's once again, $1.5 billion he owes to these families for spreading lies.
Yeah.
And he's like, Kanye, let me help you real quick.
Yeah. And I think he declared bankruptcy recently.
Oh, yeah, all his companies declared bankruptcy, so he doesn't have to fucking pay that piece of shit. Yeah. And to think that all three of our former podcasting boss worked with that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And he's talked about it.
He's talked about it. And the one
Said that
thing,
he wasn't crazy.
No, the one thing I did remember that about Alex Jones that Corey didn't mention was the fact that you could start him on a Star Wars tangent at any given moment. I hope one day to use that against him. Like, I want to see Alex Jones try to be as neutral as possible. I'm like, I don't think the original trilogy is that good, and just see if it sets him off, because apparently it was like a neurotic thing where he could not stop talking about it.
Like, ask him, do you think they're trying to turn the Ewoks gay, and see how he goes?
He's like, the Ewoks have always been gay.
That's one of his famous rants about the government trying to turn the frogs gay. I believe.
Put poison in the water that would make so much poison that would make the frogs gay.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit. And that's the guy giving advice to Kanye right now.
That's the guy that's like, I can't be associated with Kanye West.
God bless America.
People, like, just, I don't get why you go out of your way to, like, justify somebody
Right.
who, quite frankly, there's other people who are just as problematic, who are a lot easier to justify. You could literally be like, you know what, let me fight an easier fight. Kanye's not that special. Like, he's not. Like, he used to have a really good message, used to have a really good kind of vibe with his music. And he's gotten so far derailed from that. He's not a genius. No!
Right.
Stop calling him a genius. Stop throwing around that word so loosely.
No, he's not.
Right.
He's not an avant-garde of our time. Like, he's nothing
not.
like that. He's nothing special.
And even if
He's just do. He's rich.
and even like talented artists can still be total pieces of shit.
Absolutely.
Like,
Happens all the time.
Roman Polanski.
The Mexel. Oh, no, not that bad. Not that bad. I was going to burn myself. Not that fucking
Roman
bad.
Polanski, R. Kelly, like the list goes on.
Right. Jesus Christ, Gert. Why you got to go
Cosby.
that far down the ledge? I thought you were going to be like someone who just like is a ruckus on set. I didn't think you were
Oh
going to
no,
go
like monsters.
actual monsters.
Yeah, yeah.
Here I was accidentally almost lumping myself in with Roman Polanski.
Brian Singer.
I just yell at people off air. That's all I do.
No, time out afternoon tune. You better stop that nonsense.
Yeah,
He's not
he's
a genius.
He can't even spell genius. That's his whole thing. By the way, you're talking about, like awful people doing awful things. By the way, have you seen this thing real quick? I'm just bringing up half a second. Amy Roback and TJ Holmes, ABC news anchors, apparently having an affair in front of everybody on their wives. And people are like, you know what? They look like they're in love. They should probably keep doing it. That's like...
Wait, run that back.
Let me elaborate. So it's two news anchors that are having an affair. Or they're allegedly having an affair. I guess they had a picture of them like out at dinner. She's laughing on the table. He's like whispering in her ear and stuff, being all nice and cute. And they have two whole separate families and shit, like spouses. But they're at work cheating on each other. What are they saying?
It's people like you. It is people
Musically.
like you.
Keep going back to that real quick just to finish the thought. Yeah, and so they're having a full-on affair. And like everyone realized like during the time they were on air, total chemistry.
Yeah.
Total romantic energy. And so but people are like, yeah, let's encourage that. Don't encourage Kanye. You can encourage adultery. Sure, whatever. That's your own fucking time. Don't encourage anti-Semitism. Look at.
I don't think you should just encourage.
If you're gonna do a crime, if you're gonna support crime, have it be like student loan hacking. Have it be like defrauding, I don't know, one of the evil tax peoples so that Robin Hood some shit maybe. Then go down a couple more things you should provoke. Then you could do adultery. Then like 1,000 years from now, then you could do anti-Semitism. That's like the last thing you should be doing. Quite like the last crime you should be promoting. Stop defending Kanye. God damn it. And guess what? Just for the record, no Jewish company owns this. I don't know, is Zuck? No, who owns Who owns Amazon?
Bezos.
Bezos. Is he Jewish?
I don't know.
Probably not.
If he's not, then that's the only person that owns literally the closest semblance of this. Otherwise, it's a Catholic. And Catholics are the worst. If
That was a roundabout way.
Talk about the real enemy. The Catholics are the absolute fucking worst. Gertz, as someone who's given up the faith.
Man, I feel bad because
Mind you, don't attack Catholics now.
there are a lot of very good Catholic people. The people like bishops and shit. Like there are some shiftless, evil bastards.
Right.
Like Dude, it's like a child diddling ring. It's fucked
It's
up.
pretty fucking disgusting.
Watch the movie Spotlight.
Yeah.
No, don't watch the movie Spotlight. You'll be able to your brain will rot in the best way possible.
You should watch it.
It's informative.
Real quick,
Very
the Des
informative.
home wrecking is adorable now. Yeah, compared to anti-Semitism. Guys, we got to bring the gauge back a little bit, man.
I don't condone anything really. Just don't be shitty.
Both
Don't
of these
be
things
shitty.
are bad.
And the Catholic Church. Don't forget that all of the things are bad. No,
Okay, the difference between at least with this, at least with the affair, I kind of in the camp of like, I mean, it's
least
their
with the
business.
affair.
Like, don't just take care of that at home. I'm sorry.
right? You know, that's people's business, right? I
Don't
care about
support
people's
it.
business.
Like, don't do that. You should not be cheating on your significant other.
To be fair, they look like they're really in love.
Don't give a fuck.
Haven't you ever heard Meatloaf and I would do anything for love? Commit adultery, even.
Y'all
What would he not do though? No, but I won't
but I
do
won't do
that.
that.
promote
What was the
having
thing?
a
Give up his Dr. Pepper. Remember that
Oh,
commercial?
that's right. He was an awful piece of shit too.
Meatloaf was?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He was like super homophobic, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he died, everyone was like, "Yay!" Like a little flag. They didn't even really care that much, but it was
That's
like a little
shame.
flag.
I like a lot of his
Look,
songs.
y'all,
Go ahead,
just
TJ, sorry.
promote being a good person. Like, promote the conversation. If you really are in love with somebody, talk to your plus one. Just get ripped off the Band-Aid. You're a coward. You're a coward and scared if you don't want to.
I'm not laughing at you.
And Kanye's not a musical genius. Stop
It's
it.
not a musical genius. It stopped after like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Everything after that's pretty much shit.
Yeah, like,
to
yeah,
be
come back
perfectly
and-
honest, and
like,
that's as far as I gave him, honestly.
He's musically a genius. No, he's not.
Yeah.
Like, if most that goes into a different conversation about music composition
Right.
and whatnot. But we
we'll
can have a conversation on that.
And we'll get to the trailers, but I need to just bring this up because I'm a fucking moron. I remember I told you that Meatloaf was terrible, right?
Yeah.
I go, Meatloaf is bad. Why? And I googled that. They're talking about the actual meatloaf, like the texture. I was like, the texture of the physical meatloaf, man. Cooking it, leftovers. I was like, that's not what I'm talking about. Google, Meatloaf is bad artist.
But I'm kind of with them. I
kinda want Meatloaf,
love
though.
Meatloaf.
Unlikely unlikely? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I think he was homophobic. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Kanye. I desperately needed to get that out there on my platform. I know every other platform did, for Christ's sakes, because it's absolutely true. Leave fucking Jewish people. I don't even really know that many Jewish people. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a West Coast thing. I don't think there's that many compared to like the rest of the world or in states.
No,
but like, it's never been a big deal. And they've never been a big community, at least around me. So why would I
Texas,
fuck with them?
well, I haven't run into a bunch of Jewish individuals here in Texas that often, but I mean, college exclusive, like that's different,
Right.
But definitely as you get more northeast, probably,
Yeah.
like way bigger communities.
Oh, god dang it. Let me use my ad blocker. California's reddish. Okay, I guess there's a lot. Not in Fresno. A lot of Armenians. That's not even remotely close. That's just a specialty group we have. Anyway, we're done.
Promote positivity. And now we are getting ready to rag on some trailers. Yes.
And you know, that's a nice little thing. Mega Man Max. Maybe we just need to stop hero worshiping in general. Yeah, everyone fucking sucks.
No, worship the real heroes.
Yeah.
Like real heroes.
Not cops, like firefighters.
And me.
And
Worship me.
And Patrick Gertz.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Sure. Why not? Worship Patrick Gertz. Hey, man. I mean, you have some pretty good tenets, I imagine.
Huh?
What are your 5 tenets? What are the things that people have to believe in order to have faith in Gertz? What are those 5
What is the
things that they
Church of
need to- What's the Church of Gertz? What are the 5 rules?
Give me money.
Jesus Christ.
Laugh at my jokes.
No things to stand by, not things to do to you.
That I stand by those.
Okay, my
Do these
God,
things for me. Buy me a drink when you see me. Don't talk to me too much. And don't tell me your problems. That's 5. All right.
That's 5 things.
I don't remember.
Ye
them all.
shall not be bitch.
You should not be bitch made. One, bitch made is a catchphrase of yours. Eat your vegetables.
I mean, they give God money every time I went to church. They'd have that basket going around collecting donations.
That basket is so cool.
Yeah, it was free money. You just take it out.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done it?
No.
Okay. I mean, every little kid has that like impulse.
Yeah.
But like,
I wanted to.
I kind of want the basket on a stick. I feel like there's other uses other than collecting money. I feel like there's a lot of good uses for it. I just don't know what yet.
Yeah. God collects a lot of money from a lot of suckers.
Dude, I'm kind of they'll call the faithful suckers. I mean,
He's
a good chunk
God.
of them.
He's omnipotent and he needs money. Come on, man.
Well, that's the thing. God needs money because we invented money.
Yeah, he can make more of us to just make more money Why can't
That's capitalism. The more money you have, the more God you are. Get it right.
Why can't he just create money if he's omnipotent?
Because he's not. He can only make flesh. He can't make value. I guess that's what it is. Can he make value? Can God make value?
He's omnipotent. He can do anything.
No, omnipotent doesn't mean you could do anything.
Yes,
Omnipotent only means that you can create.
He's all powerful
and see everything.
So,
All powerful, all
so I
knowing.
think that there's like this kind of schema between what we've done and what God has done, right? And so it's like you run into this area of money is a concept,
Right,
that
money's
we
for the
created.
church. See, look at the money's for the church.
And then
Yeah,
it's
the house of God. God's house.
Why are we charging God rent? So you're saying that all churches should be tax free?
I'm saying God
free
should,
land.
I'm saying God should pay for the upkeep of his own fucking house. I pay for my own house, and it's not even a real house; it's a condo, and I have
Why
to
you
pay
need
for
to
that.
donate to the Church of Gertz?
Yeah.
so that the House of Gertz can
Yeah.
be, or
There's
the
a do-
condo of Gertz.
There's a donation basket when you walk in the door. It's really just like a plastic bowl. It's not
Yeah.
that nice.
It even accepts gift cards.
right.
And White Claws.
It's a stripe reader. Just boop.
yeah.
There you go. Every time I go.
Why
to
am I
Gertz's
paying
house.
God's mortgage? It's the house
Why are
of
we
God.
charging God mortgage?
Why does God have to pay? Because this is America.
So whoever. Yeah. so are you saying that America is more powerful than God?
I'm saying it's America's land. God doesn't have to pay.
But it's God's country.
Yeah, that's true. Who said that? Not God.
But he made the people
Sounds
think
like
it.
sounds like a tax loophole to me. Does
Actually,
God pay taxes?
no, it's because the church
God's
you can't do it.
God's a tax cheat, which is another thing that's fucked up about God.
He makes people touch little kids, and he cheats on his taxes. Just the worst. Just the worst, God. And I'm kidding. Dude, I love when we get theological on this podcast
I don't know
sometimes.
if he makes people do it, but he sure has been pretty inactive about addressing it. I'll say that.
I would say God bless, but no, I don't want to. No, he's been doing a real bad job, actually. I probably shouldn't, in this instance, be asking for God's blessing. All I know is that this new pope is pretty cool.
Yeah, Pope Francis, right?
He's a Jesuit, yeah. He's one of the crazy ones where he's like, yeah, maybe littering's bad.
Yeah, and
that's a
he's
sin.
And he's
Let's
like,
do that.
and maybe it's okay to be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll let God judge. That's not my job.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
It's
Pope.
literally
but-
he's the voice of God on the earth.
Better than fucking Ratzinger. That guy was crazy.
Yeah, he
German
looked,
evil pope.
he looked like Palpatine.
He really did.
He had the dark rings around his eyes, which he can't help, but dude looked like Palpatine. Sorry.
Well, you know what, guys? Speaking of religious relics, Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
is a movie. Sorry, we got to get back on track, baby.
Yeah.
It's Trailer Madness Day. It was yesterday, actually.
a compass can go on many different
Oh
directions.
yeah,
Make
the
sure you keep
Compas-
us focused.
The Compas. Oh, I could talk about religion being stupid for a long time, even though I'm kind of still Catholic, mostly Catholic.
I'm not. But
Yeah, I like the Ten Commandments are a good idea.
the first one's problematic.
Which one?
I am the Lord your God, and you shall have no other gods before me.
I mean, if you're gonna abide by the rules, that's like the first rule. That's
first commandment.
yeah, that's fine. Like, if you're gonna follow the Ten Commandments, might as well follow the first rule.
Oh my God!
I'm loosely-
That's what he opens with. What a prick! Like, come on, man.
The other commandment: don't fuck your neighbor's wife. That's a good commandment. Don't bear false witness. Also a solid one. Don't be a dick to your parents. Also good.
You should put "don't diddle kids" on there. You should put that on there.
I'm sure that's in the subtext of one of them.
I'm willing to make it the 11 commandments if he adds that on.
You know
there.
what? I don't know if the Pope can do that.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's unreasonable.
11. You can pick your 10.
That sounds like an Applebee's menu or something.
Pick 10.
Yeah.
We have 15 commandments on here.
15 commandments to choose from.
This is the-
Pick any 10 you want.
The sampler platter of commandments.
That's
What are you
right.
talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at. These are solid commandments. Okay. You shall have no other gods before me. You kind of have to follow that rule if you're going to follow the rules. Okay.
Nah, it's
If you don't follow the Ten Commandments, that's fine. You don't have to.
It's just the fact that he felt the need to put that first.
Maybe that was the one that the guy Moses, the one that he that's the first one he
That's
put.
tiny dick energy is what that is.
Okay. Well, you shall not make idols like
not?
American or Kanye.
Okay.
It's pretty solid advice.
Simon Cowell wouldn't have a career.
Well, Simon Cowell's going to hell. We know this. This is happening.
Fair enough.
Okay. You shall not take the name of the Lord and God, your God, in vain. I do
God
that all the
damn it.
time.
Yeah.
Not when I slip up on.
Oh, that's like.
Probably the most when I slip
It's
up.
like-
whack these commandments.
Hold on, we're getting to the good ones. Okay.
So far, we've got 3 stinkers.
Okay. Well, so first of all, the third commandment and eating like crab is going to be how I go to hell. Just cursing, saying "God damn it," and crustaceans from Leviticus. I have no tattoos. I'd be fine. 4, remember to keep the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. Sunday football. Take a day off. Enjoy football.
Football is like
They can
church.
work, go to hell, but
Yeah.
you could just enjoy it.
I like how football took Yeah, Sunday away from God.
Well, that's fine. No, football is a holy endeavor. Okay.
I don't know.
How many more people pray to God that their team wins than actually in church? Especially in the Pittsburgh area, Gertz. Come on.
True.
That's true.
All right, on to your father and money. Yeah, don't be a dick to your parents. I mean, if they're beating the hell out of you, leave. But
that's assuming your parents are good parents.
okay, how about this one? Don't murder.
Well, hold on.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
They get to some ones where you're like, well, damn it, you can't really say nothing to that.
God sure did a whole lot of murdering himself.
To prove a point, only he could do it. He's God.
Remember when he murdered the world by drowning it?
He said make a boat. That's fine.
To one guy.
To one guy, and he
his
listened.
family.
You've reset a game before.
Exactly.
I've got a soft reset.
It's like, delete a save file. I mean,
Hey, don't commit adultery. Actually, yeah, don't commit adultery. Have someone don't cheat on your girl or your man or your partner.
God did that with the virgin birth. Mary was married
Was she?
to Joseph.
She was just a virgin.
Yeah, the
They could've been
virgin
dating.
married Joseph. Like this, they were a couple, and God was like, "Let me get up in there."
Were Mary and hey, look at that came up in the Google autofill. Were they married?
Yeah.
After the Holy Spirit descended as a dove and caused Joseph's rod to Joseph's rod to blossom. Oh, he and Mary were wed according to the Jewish custom.
We got the chat up, not the
chat.
webpage.
Oh, whoops! I'm sorry. There you go. The Holy Spirit descended. What are the chat saying? The fact that Christians say there's only one God, but the first commandment basically says, "I'm number one. The other gods are beneath me."
Pretty much.
Yep.
That's why I said it's small dick energy.
Hey, stop it for the other gods. Stop the other gods. No more Zeus.
Yeah.
All this. Talk about problematic gods.
Yeah.
Zeus.
Well, yeah, Zeus is a prick.
Classic God versus Zeus. Zeus fucks a lot more things that don't want to be fucked.
God drowned the world.
Zeus fucked
again.
most things.
we've all made mistakes.
Did Zeus ever
He said I
drown
wanted
the
to run it
world?
back.
He's not that strong. He's not that good of a
The
god.
world was thirsty.
Poseidon's out there dicking around where God, the real actual God is like, fuck it. Also, don't steal. It's pretty solid. It's a solid commandment.
Yeah. I'm sure God has stolen some things.
Stole the heart of the world.
He stole people's lives when he drowned the world.
You seem to be pretty hung up on that one story.
That's a pretty big thing.
hey.
That niggas couldn't swim. That's on them.
The giraffes fit. We have giraffes
And then
still.
also,
I'm fine with
I'm pretty
that.
sure he had a nigga who was like, yo, shit's about to drown. Y'all gonna listen to me? Shit's about to drown.
Right.
Y'all gonna listen to me?
Right. You think that Moses was the only guy who got that message? Everyone got that message. Moses was the only one that was smart enough to listen and be like, oh shit, I think he means it this time.
First of all, it was Noah, not Moses.
Whatever.
Wrong
I don't
one.
know. I'm not, once again, shitty Catholic. All right.
Yeah.
Not a very
Noah's
good
Ark.
one.
Yeah.
So, damn it, I don't even know another biblical name. So, Aries, he made the boat, right? No, I'm kidding. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Yeah, don't lie about seeing crimes.
Well, I mean, Mary said it was a virgin birth. Okay.
What's his last one? What's the last one?
You shall not covet. Don't want my things.
Oh, well, that's nonsense.
Don't be weird. I have a PlayStation 5. Get your own. All right?
No, nigga, I want
Covet.
7.
Like, really covet? I shall not. That's one of your top 10, God? That's more important than like
Not touching children.
diddling children or like
Hey, that was
assault.
assumed you weren't gonna do that, man. More people would like. I would hope more people would like you to covet than to diddle a child. Statistically, I
It's weird
hope.
that God put more precedence on that. Hey, don't be petty. That's what God. That's what the 10th commandment is. Don't be a petty bitch. God's priorities suck. Looking at the 10 commandments, man.
I love TJ's like whole demeanor in this whole
Yeah.
conversation. I was trying to get back to the trailers. I promise you.
How do I put it? Oh, wait, no, time. I'm making sure I keeping myself in check. I can't say nothing too stupid.
Oh, why? Are
try
you
my best.
Is your mom watch the podcast?
No, nigga, I'm just a spiritual person.
Oh,
No, I'm not.
yeah. It's like red, yellow, green of religion. You go to
used
church.
be.
No,
I thought you did.
No. Well, I have. I have occasionally stepped foot to make sure I get myself correct sometimes, but for the most part, I'm all about spiritual of yourself. Churches are factories.
Did you covet your neighbor's wife?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. I don't know. I picked one. I don't know. I hope you didn't murder a man.
No. I guess I'm in the kind of camp of like, I think I think the only spirituality should be filtered through you and whatever you want to kind of go about it without a church in the medium, because they tell you whatever the fuck they want. There's so many corruption with that you shouldn't do it.
Oh, of course.
Semicolon, however, comma. I'm always that person who's like, just in case, I'm not going to say it that time. I pick my battle. Some days you'll catch me. I'll be just as harsh as him.
Right. Well, I actually like Goliath here. Well, I always love Goliath, but the tattoo thing and mixed fabrics were only for priests. Sodomy thing is don't assault, grape. Don't covet my shoe either. No, but that's actually true that there's theological arguments that the Leviticus stuff where it's like don't eat shrimp, don't get tattoos, don't have gay sex or whatever. That was one for priests, and two, the gay sex thing was don't assault anybody. Which... if that's there, then they're breaking the rules that have been established in the stories, not necessarily the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
What would it take to get you back to believing in God?
Oh, man.
What are your top 5 reasons to believe in God?
That's the question we should go out the streets with.
Yeah.
What'll get you to back to believing in God?
Do you believe in God? No. What would you need?
Gas prices to go down.
Hey, that's valid. For Joe Biden to stop enslaving America. Oh my
that is
God.
another thing. I also agree. A lot of people, depending on, I would want the clear cut, straight up ancient translations of the Bible.
Ancient Aramaic.
Because people do remix it so much to whatever you see fit.
That's the big problem with the Bible. That's why I don't take too much credence into it. It's like the King James version. It's like, oh, that guy fucking lied a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
The Bible has been translated and retranslated through so many different languages. If just type in a sentence on Google Translate, pick a different language, then translate it back. Do that about another 100 times.
Right.
And that's pretty much what we got with the Bible nowadays.
Yeah, it was just a lake that flooded. It wasn't the whole fucking world. Calm the fuck down, Gertz, all right? You saved a farm, and it turned into the whole world.
Right. I don't take the Bible literally. I mean, you have to be an idiot to do that.
That guy fucking was in the whale for 3 days.
Yeah,
Jonah. That was real. People can survive in whales for 3 days.
Check
It's
it
like
on
a 7-headed
Snopes.
dragon in Revelation, right?
Did you check it on Snopes?
Yeah, I did.
Type in Jonah and the whale on Snopes.
Oh, if you could actually do that and survive in the stomach?
You can't.
You can.
No, you can't.
Did the person believe in the Lord?
Or Pinocchio?
I was gonna say, did they have a curse where they lied their nose would get bigger?
Pretty sure you can, according to Disney.
Through the power of the Lord or curses.
And the only thing next to God is Disney. So.
Disney is next to godliness. Disney.
Patent pending Disney Excellence 2019.
Put that on a t-shirt. Disneyness is next to godliness.
We will get copyright stricken and smited.
And I'll just
Smoked?
be
I don't
Mickey
know.
Mouse holding a Ten Commandments tablet. And it just says, give me more goddamn money.
Give me more goddamn money. Speaking of holy relics, let's try that again.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
One more time.
We're not gonna get through the show. I know, but it's like a little bit goofy. But no, Indiana Jones, baby.
Yeah.
He's back.
Again.
I love elderly men being the stars of my big superhero strongman epics.
Isn't it nice to see the men you aspire to be no longer be the men you aspire to be?
Well, he fucked up because he tried to get Shy to replace him, and then
He diddled people and actually he's beat women, which is not good. Don't do that either. But like Jesus, man, like let him rest. He's done. He's an old man. I mean, he loves the character Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he loves
apparently
the money.
adores Indiana Jones.
He loves the money, too.
No, well, I beg to differ. I mean, who doesn't love the money, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
But he's 1 billion years old. You can't take money when you die.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you talk about him being interviewed for Han Solo, he's learning.
He doesn't care about Han Solo.
I wish he was dead a long time ago.
Yeah, he wanted him to die in Return of the Jedi.
Right. And they were like, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's freeze him in carbonite real quick. If he wants to come, if he wants to sign back on, he can. But otherwise, we're there.
Yeah.
Gets killed immediately in the new one.
Yeah.
Comes back as a disheveled Force ghost. Didn't even bother to cut his hair. It's
Yeah.
fucking awful.
Yeah.
And in this one, he's doing interviews and he's like, I fucking love Indiana Jones.
no, see, and you know what?
I am Indiana Jones.
Despite whatever I feel about this trailer, because I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't? That's
No,
right.
I have not.
I always up in the pre-show.
I always go kind of with this thing where I'm with you.
Yeah.
If I get to the end of my career and I was a superstar,
Yeah.
I'm going to make movies that I'm having fun with, right?
Yeah.
That I just have a good time with. Because at that point, it's not about the money. Oh, yeah. And if they call me and they're like, hey, 6 months, Disney money, I'm going to there to make that Disney money. I don't care if I'm 80 or 25.
Yeah.
But no, I'd rather go out like, I don't care if they're shitty. I don't care if they're anything else. That's why I respect like really good actors who play comedies as they get older, or just like
Leslie Nielsen,
or just do whatever the fuck they want whenever they get older. Because to me, it's like, you're going out doing the shit you actually enjoy, and you're not doing it for
you're having
paycheck.
fun,
right?
And I'd rather.
Like, I mean, like, it's not like he's coasting through it. He's got an injury. Let's see. In the course of rehearsing for fight scene, Harrison Ford sustained an injury involving his shoulder. Don't know how serious it was, but like, he's out here breaking his foot, getting injured all over the place. He's 80 years old.
Yeah.
And so, I guess my thing is, when are we gonna get new ones? Now, I know that's a big conversation about like new heroes, new big actors, new tentpole actors.
Like, who's the next Indiana Jones for a generation?
Right, because like, or not even just Indiana Jones, but just the star.
Right,
like,
like the
like
equivalent.
Harrison Ford. When are we going to get our new Harrison Ford? And there's been a big conversation about with Tarantino and Scorsese and all these people saying Marvel movies don't make any big stars. They're just making big characters. Anybody can play Spider-Man. Nobody gives a shit about Tom Holland, which I disagree with. I think Tom Holland's actually the only one that comes out scot-free from like just being only Spider-Man. I think he can do other things.
I don't know. He's tried with not much success.
I don't think he's done.
They
movies,
gave him Nathan Drake poorly and stupidly.
No, I think they try and force him into things that he's not a good fit for.
Right.
I think he's the one who could get the most scot-free.
Right, but like Chris Hemsworth doesn't want to do Thor anymore. Robert Downey Jr. is trying to play a Mexican again, and he's getting in trouble for that. He's trying to. It's weird. So like, there's that conversation where it's like, where are the new stars? Where are the new movie stars?
He played a black man. He can do whatever he wants.
That was the last time you could do it, I think.
And he didn't play a black man. He played a man playing a black man,
which makes a very big difference.
That's a huge difference.
We've absolutely talked about how that worked somehow comedically, and how it's like,
just be funny.
Didn't get canceled. Yeah.
And it's also still relevant today.
It's relevant. They set the premise up, and everyone knew it was fucking awful for him to do.
Right.
And they comment on it repeatedly.
Remember they had Emma Stone play an Asian woman?
I do remember that.
Scarlett Johansson too.
Yeah. That was like only like 3 or 4 years ago. It's very relevant.
It's very relevant.
Yeah.
But Indiana Jones.
Yes.
He's elderly. He's CG. And I'm not going to spoil anything for TJ, because obviously you have to CG an old man doing cool things sometimes. But there's some other elements to this that we'll just go ahead and watch right now.
Yeah.
The trailer. What is it called? Sands of Time? Turn of Time?
Dial of Destiny?
Dial of That's a stupid name.
It's a terrible name.
It's a terrible name. So it was
a video game title.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, solid 3.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda, Dial of Destiny.
Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
Kingdom of Crystal Skull, fucking
Dial of
Mad
Destiny.
Lib fucking soup of words.
Yeah.
Dial of Destiny, I get the alliteration.
That sounds like a Ratchet and Clank game.
Right. It doesn't sound like
Doesn't even sound like a Zelda game.
Call it Sands of Time. It would have been way better. Way better. And Jake Gyllenhaal, also a Persian.
That's true.
God damn it.
You know who was one actor who still gets away with that shit even today? Alfred Molina.
Oh, well, he's so ethnically vague.
Right.
It's like that one dude.
Cliff Curtis.
Cliff Curtis. There you go. Exactly.
Cliff Curtis can play anything, and no one cares.
Who was the Mandarin in Iron Man 3?
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley also does. I'm Maori. I'm Australian. I'm this.
True.
We're watching you racially ambiguous bastards. I'm gonna list them right here. Boom. They're gonna be in front of me in post. They're not gonna be there. Let's watch the trailer. I'm in October for our TikTok still.
It was like, you get this weekend with your girlfriend, then you have 2 weeks.
Anybody want to be an editor for the Mexcellence? We have cash. But that being said, as we clack the buttons of our wallet, let's watch the trailer for Dial of Destiny.
It's like it's the 21st century. We have guns, old man.
Also, like, he's such a slow, easy to hit target. Like,
hey, an old man falling is one of the fastest things in the world. Also, see, I think honestly, if I really think about it, this whole Kanye situation, it's just promotion for Indiana Jones.
How so?
Going back to punching Nazis in the face.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So now they're making fresh Nazis so that we can go around in Indiana Jones hats and punch them in the face and whip them. I don't know. Maybe that's
just a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Matt Chocolate Gaming, no, you didn't.
What they say?
No, that for
Matt Chocolate punching them. How timely?
No.
Oh, you know, we just got started. We were talking about God for like 30 minutes. It's fine. But TJ, Patrick,
hi.
do you think Indiana Jones?
Don't do that.
What?
Don't call him by his government name.
I forgot his last name, to be honest. I was like, JJ. No, I have a question.
Hi.
Does old Indiana Jones face off with young Indiana Jones, CG's Indiana Jones in this movie? It's called Dial of Destiny. Are they flashbacks or is it time travel?
Oh yeah, I've heard people talking about their rumors that it's time travel.
Because I wonder.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. Because first of all, I don't know what year this is set in. It's like the 70s and Nazis are still around. I don't know.
Yeah, like the NASA
60s maybe.
Yeah, it's the 60s. I think it's end of the 60s. And from what I read, NASA has hired ex-Nazis to help them get to the moon.
Okay.
I think I'll confirm it.
See, because I'm sure that's young Indy. That's all young Indy.
Like Mads Mikkelsen's character is a former Nazi.
Right.
Yeah.
But TJ, look at it's young Harrison Ford. It's just like real life.
So
He laughs.
let me preface this by saying Indiana Jones in my kind of pantheon of things I'm really into, not much.
Not there.
Yeah.
Not-
Same actually.
Yeah, no, it's just.
I still haven't
It's
seen
a-
the third one.
It's like been auxiliary for me always. I liked the concept, like so the adventurer kind of treasure hunter. That shtick works
Right.
very well with me.
Yeah.
That's why I like Uncharted so much. Like it works very well. It's like-
Uncharted is basically Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
except Nick,
White guy taking colored people's relics. Got it. You love it.
great.
Love to see it.
So-
at least he says it belongs in a museum.
to see.
Hey, it belongs in a museum. At least he's willing to put it in a museum, not to give it back to the people it belonged to.
of course not.
Yeah.
And then
Can't give them
Killmonger
their
exists.
can't give their culture away.
Exactly.
That's what got me staring. Yeah, that's how you create Killmongers. You ever
Exactly.
seen me go to a museum? I just stare at things. Just be menacing.
Church doesn't know all the Zimbabwe art. It's like, that's from Zimbabwe.
standing there menacingly.
Like, stare.
Just like that, right there. He's looking at everything. Just, that's from my culture.
Start quiz every examiner. Huh. So that's from 1988, huh?
Look at that. Indiana Jones. They I don't think they're ever going to get it right.
No.
No,
They're
not
ever going to get de-aging right.
No, they never will.
Like, they're as close as they can get, and I can still tell it's fake. My monkey brain can say,
Yeah.
that looks fake.
Yeah, like the only way you can get it right is, to really try to hide it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, if you light the person properly, you don't focus on them really long.
Which is what they're trying to do there.
Kind of, but like half of his face is so well lit, it's still too much.
Right.
You really gotta obscure it way more.
But I got a question, because if you look at that right there, if you really look at it, it has all the wrinkles, it has all the color, has all the texture, even has that little mole bump there thing that he has.
Yeah.
I wonder, I'm seriously wondering why my brain can tell the difference, because if you do it right, your brain could say, oh, well, I know it's an old man. But if you have like archive footage, you could be like, oh, we lied. There's archive footage we found of him as Indiana Jones and we're repurposing it. You would be able to be like, oh, that's a real guy.
I don't understand.
But I can't figure that out, why that looks so fake.
I've seen deep fake videos that look more convincing than this. That's the weird
See,
part.
I think it's a combination. Actually, deepfake's real scary.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
Yeah.
But no, I think that there's a couple of things here. Number one, I think it is for the actors who you definitely you can't. You've seen them for so long.
Right, that's true.
Like your brain can't make that separation. Or like, those slight changes. I think that there's actors like, okay, let's say they tried to de-age someone like a Will Smith.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably ridiculously easy to do because
Yeah.
I think he looks young right now.
You don't have to do a whole lot of work.
Like you don't have to do a bunch of work.
And Shadow Shogun, it does look really good.
It doesn't look bad.
But I still know that it's not true.
It doesn't
it's not
look real. Yeah.
This, however,
That looks terrible. I saw that. My jaw fell on the floor.
what are you talking about? A disembodied head over somebody's shoulder?
Yeah.
That's completely fine, Gertz.
Yeah, I was like, this is unacceptable. Like this,
That's really bad for a trailer, and even in motion, it's even worse.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and
Like
his head's too small.
Yeah.
That's almost there. Kind of okay. Nope.
It looks like it's not connected to his body. at
Oh
all.
no. And then and like his head is too big.
Yep.
No old men can turn their head. I can barely turn my head that far over.
They gave him like an owl's neck, apparently. Like, what the hell is he doing? It looks so bad. It looks so bad, man.
And like all this other stuff too. Like this is, that's a soundstage. There's CG. There's no people there.
Oh yeah, it looks terrible. Like this looks. One of the things that makes those Indiana Jones movies, the old ones, fun to watch is everything's practical.
Exactly.
That's why they're fun to watch.
Like
They're
look at
still
this.
fun.
It's a boulder. Like that's pretty. Oh, they blew some people up there for real. Do more of that. Blow people up.
Like I saw a master, he's pimp slapping people. I saw a Master Pancake where they did Last Crusade. And like it was hilarious because the comedians were funny, but also watching that movie, it's like this is just a fun movie,
Right,
Like,
yeah.
even the shit that doesn't look real, it's still fun to watch because it's a practical effect. And I mean, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull screwed that up too.
Oh my
also,
God.
if there's time travel in this, people need to realize. Like Indiana Jones has like a tone and an aesthetic.
Right.
Like Aliens and Indiana Jones don't work.
They didn't then, don't now.
It will never will. And it's not about feasibility. It's about tone and fit. Like a laser gun is more feasible than a magic wand, right?
Right.
It'd be fucking weird for Harry Potter to whip out a laser gun.
Right.
It's like it's just about tonality and fit.
Right.
And if this is about time travel, that has no business being in an Indiana Jones movie. I hope that's not true. Actually, no, I hope it is true.
Yeah,
I hope
see,
this is
like-
a disaster.
Real? What?
I hope it sucks. I really want it to be bad.
Why?
Because it'd be funny.
Oh, come on.
It'd be so funny.
This is what I meant. I need to call you out on some shit. Why do you want Indiana Jones to be bad?
Because
when the last one was already bad enough for everybody.
Because that makes it even funnier. It's like, oh, you're falling for this again? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, guys? Fool me once, right?
I guess.
And it doesn't even have Spielberg directing it. It's directed by James Mangold, who did Logan.
Yeah.
Which was fine until Wolverine got killed by a tree.
Okay, look. He also, something else happened as well. That was just the final piece, all right? You've used that joke on another show. I watched that clip earlier, and you know what? He had like Logan cancer. I forgot what he had. It was the cancer that killed him.
The tree that did him in at the end.
It was a very pointy tree. All right.
I said that when that movie ended. I was like, Wolverine just got killed by a tree.
Stop it.
He got killed by the adamantium blood poison. I forgot how he died for real.
Yeah, I mean,
my tree, but that's fine.
I'll,
Do you think Indiana Jones will die by tree?
No, he will not die. He will not die by tree.
That's James
I just got
Mangold's.
impaled by a tree.
He'll die by age.
That is James Mangold's signature.
You think he's gonna die with his boots on?
I think it.
Oh well, I'll let you. Like that was a Tombstone reference for the record.
That was if I was really, really late in the sleep.
Yeah.
Which his head just snaps in half right here in this scene.
Yeah.
He gets bucked off the horse.
That's his death scene right there.
He just collapses into the ground.
I just so visually speaking, I mean, there were some things that scene was bad for me. Like Jew Almighty, I know what you're talking about. It's not
Right.
without we're saying it's cartoonish. It just does it does look a little bit in that scene. And
Also, the fucking Millennium Falcon shows up at one point.
Dude, this looks cartoonish. Maybe I've just seen a
Well, look
lot
at
of
it. Oh, that's
movies-
young Indy whipping people around. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I've just seen a lot of movies that use these same kinds of effects that look cartoonish, like the last Indiana Jones
It's
movie.
too
did.
smooth. There's
Yeah.
no grit.
Yeah.
Because are these all digital cameras? Are we assuming, or are they film?
I'm sure they're mainly digital cameras.
Because, like, yeah, man, like that doesn't even look real. Like that
and
doesn't.
I
look
don't
like
mind
cinematography.
And I'm with you, right? I think that
You hope it sucks?
No, no. I want the fans to be pleased.
They
Very
won't
neutral.
be.
Stop shaking your shoulders. That's for the audio listeners. Stop shaking your shoulders in glee.
I just for me, I'm like, there are some things that if you're not going to go out of your way to do it practically,
Yeah.
then just don't do it at all.
Yes.
and
He's
I'd
an 80-year-old man. He can do very little of these stunts practically anymore.
and I'd then don't do it because
Exactly.
Right
Let him
around
die and sleep.
like
Or
the-
right around it.
or just do your best to
Look at he's whipping a bunch of colored folk. That's
and
the best
and
you can
that's
do.
CGI.
The whip is CGI. Yeah.
And it's and you know, and as Rakeen had mentioned, a lot of the nostalgia, a lot of the kind of flavor that comes with Indiana Jones. And I remember, didn't grow up with it, wasn't like super into it, but what I liked about it, because I have seen some of the movies,
Yeah.
was that this is like the pushing the realm of what a regular dude could do, right? Like,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the full extent.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like he is the classic like manly man. Like he is
Fortune favors the brave is kind of how I describe Indiana Jones.
and you've got these shots and these crazy different areas that feel real because they had a hefty bit of practical effects to it.
Exactly.
This feels very studio driven. It doesn't feel like they're shooting in individual places that much.
Yeah.
I want to be taken to different sceneries. I want to be taken to different I want to be taken to different sceneries. I want to be shown different uses and creative uses of practical effects. I want to see Harrison Ford being like, fucking do a whip swing, like try and do a whip swing and be like, damn, that hurts my shoulder. Like stuff like that,
Yeah.
where I can at the very least.
you want to see him bleed.
No.
You want to see him earn it.
Well, that's what Indiana Jones is about.
That's
Like,
what movies are about.
That's the
And
fun
that's why
part.
80-year-old men being your lead. I'm not trying to be ageist or anything. There's plenty of good roles for 80-year-old men. None of them are the lead in an action movie from a fucking series from the 80s,
Unless you're
70s even.
Unless you're built like Skip Bayless, in which case most are not.
No.
Exactly.
I mean, he's built like a shit.
He's shredded.
Also, he still has the hat. He always wears the hat. Always.
Like, I respect Harrison Ford, but I'm not always a fan of like passing the torch movies, but this is a great chance to do it.
Right.
This is where you have to. If you want to do the movie, then you have to write it either in a way where it's practical and real and down the earth, or Harrison Ford's the one who's like, man, I can barely keep up with you. I'm here.
Right.
We can limit the amount of CG if I'm the only one who's really like involved with that area, but the rest can be so practical because we're having young actors take the helm in the forefront.
Now we have girl power. More girl power. It's my goddaughter. And she's going to be a Mary Sue, and weird internet dorks are going to hate her. You know that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
80-year-old Indiana Jones, they're going to say he's the most masculine man to ever grace the earth.
Yeah.
And they're going to say that dumb broad is out here ruining the movie. And she's probably going to be the best part. She's probably going to be very good.
What? To ruin his career.
No.
Who said that?
I said I'm gonna cut that clip.
Oh, don't do that. No, that's why I put it on the screen when I said that dumb bro with their highfalutin deep V is going to be the new Indiana Jones. And what happened to Mutt? People are going to say, what happened to Mutt? Shia LaBeouf's a fine actor, they say.
Well, I don't know if anyone's going to be that choked up.
They will.
About the loss of Mutt.
They will.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think
You know why? Because if the prequels have a chance of people thinking they're good and having nostalgia about them, then fucking Mutt does too.
I don't know about that. I think Star Wars fans are a different breed. But
It's all Spielberg. It's all Lucas. It's all the same kind of
this ain't
weirdos.
Spielberg, which is one of the reasons why I think it's going to be bad. It's like James Mangold is no Spielberg.
But Spielberg did the last one, right? Crystal Skull?
yeah, but he deferred to Lucas a lot on that one.
Oh, well, you got to put space aliens in
Yeah, yeah. Spielberg didn't want aliens in it. He just gave up because he's sick of arguing with George. I'm serious.
They got long heads.
Yeah, there's literally the making of.
Oh my God! I just imagine it.
Spielberg's I don't think space aliens fit, and George Lucas is like, well, they're not space aliens; they're interdimensional. And he's like, fine, I don't care. Well, fine. Fuck.
Hey, then again, Spielberg, the last thing he really fucking did, at least the last thing I remember, was direct about 5 minutes of footage and then the CG fest that was Ready Player One.
Did you see West Side Story? It's very good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I did see it. But I don't
He's a good director,
But
man.
Ansel Elgort is also a pervert.
I know he is. No, he's the worst part of that movie.
And he's also 35 years old playing a teenager.
Yeah.
It's not Grease, all right? Which is also a terrible, touchy movie.
My point being that movie is very well directed. Spielberg still knows how to direct a movie. People just for some reason like to think that he can't.
I guess.
He can, and he's a good director.
Then make
so.
Indiana Jones again, you.
He doesn't want to.
Fucker.
Chased him away.
See-
Chased him away.
George Lucas.
That's a great.
They're interdimensional.
That's a great point, Jug Almighty. But I'm a firm believer of you've given us a trailer. Don't give one if it's half baked.
Right.
Don't. I'm not
first
giving
impression.
you a pass. It's a first impression.
Yep. I agree.
You'll fuck up for the rest of it. There is no need. Okay, I'll put it this way.
So
my number one movie of this year, and it is still watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, right?
Yeah. Which is my favorite part of Indiana Jones.
Which
Short Round.
It's very much true.
I was a kid and I like Short Round. Leave me
But
alone.
with those trailers, you weren't they were jarring enough to where you'd be like, "What the hell's going on in this movie? I can't tell."
Right.
And then that's the only impression you really got.
Right.
Give me a trailer that leaves a great impression.
Yeah.
And that's it. You don't have to give me 12. You don't have to show me everything. You don't have to show it to me early. I don't need a teaser.
Right.
I don't like a teaser for me. Show me the logo. Show me a face. I'm good.
And show me Short Round. Give me Short Round and don't give me this.
The only thing I'm looking forward to about this is it's John Williams' last film score. And John Williams is the greatest film composer of all time.
Is he dying?
No, he's 90. He just wants to.
Hey, he could be the star of a fucking lead film.
Yeah,
Give him
that's
$2
true.
billion.
I don't want to see a deep fake John Williams riding a horse.
I mean, I had to fucking watch Rogue One with deep fake fucking
Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing. There you go.
Honestly, when they first did that, I meant to bring that up, and like this, when they first show him, I was like, that's cool, because they obscured his face.
Right.
They did it with reflections, and it's like primarily dark. I'm like, that's how you do it. But then they kept showing him. I was like, no, stop
doing that.
You're ruining it. Like, because it was convincing at first.
Right.
I wasn't expecting it, and it was done in a way that made sense. And it's like, oh, this is cool. This is a way how you're doing it in an artful way that you're trying to convince, not impress.
Right.
And a lot of this stuff, I think they're trying to impress people instead of convince them. Look how impressive it is that we got Harrison Ford's head on here. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't look like him.
Exactly.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Because,
Yeah, like this shit. Like,
yeah, when it was just like his reflection in the glass, I was like, that's cool. And then you just saw half of his face kind of in profile. I'm like, cool. And then they kept showing him. It's like, stop it! Stop it!
And that's why Rogue One sucked. I'm kidding.
It's mid.
We have this long-standing argument of me hating Rogue One.
You hate it.
I really don't like it, but then I still give it like a 7 after I watched it. It's just that I don't care about anybody, and everyone disagrees with me that I should care about anybody, and I don't.
You're not allowed to like Andor.
I like Andor.
You're not allowed to.
I liked Andor.
You're not allowed to.
You know why I got mad about Andor? We'll wrap this up. We'll move on.
Oh, no, can't tell me. I haven't watched it yet.
That's fine. Oh no, I'm not talking about Andor. I'm talking about Rogue One.
Yeah.
The reason why I liked Andor, the character in Rogue One, he's Mexican, I have to. But the reason I got mad about it was the first thing he did as a Mexican was fucking shoot a guy in the back in an alley.
Yeah.
First thing he fucking did.
Yep.
Second thing, he was like, hey, white lady, save the dream, save the way. I've been doing this since I was 5 years old, and you should really listen to what I have to say and believe in the cause. And then she goes like 3 minutes later, repeats exactly what he fucking said. He's been saying it all these years since he was 5 years old.
Yeah.
Didn't listen until the white lady said it. Enough. Of that.
That's
Also, Darth
honest.
Vader being stupid, OP, and underpowered. I fucking hate that discontinuity, and I'll die on that fucking hill.
Underpowered.
Well, he does all that force power, chokes a bunch of people when he could have just pulled the fucking drive from the guy's
I
hand.
didn't like the cool part with Darth Vader. I don't know why.
Because I can jerk off too in my privacy of my own home. I don't need to see it on a fucking program, a movie program. And then like 3 weeks later, then like 2 minutes later, the blast doors go up. You over there. I want him alive. Chokes one guy. Why isn't he just like destroying the ship with his ultimate powers that he ultimately has that he just did 5 minutes ago in Rogue One? I get the movies are 30, 40 years apart, but fuck that. I'm sick of it. I'm with you because I've heard you bring it up. Fuck Star Wars VeggieTales. I don't give a shit about any of those.
Well, I'm with you on that.
I don't give a shit. I'm not a child. I'm not watching 30-minute programming. Fuck off. I don't care about Commander Cody. He's dead. He's fucking clone and he dies.
Stop it. This is not about
I don't give a shit
Star
about
Wars.
Boba Fett. Fuck Boba, the Book of Boba, the Book of my balls. Shut up. Mando, I'll see you in February or whenever the fuck you're coming back.
Well, I hope you watch Book of Boba Fett, because otherwise you're going to be out of the loop.
I did watch it, and I skipped actually a full episode.
I didn't watch it.
Huh?
I didn't watch it.
I skipped a full episode, and then like episode 7 was essentially an episode of The Mandalorian with Bryce Dallas Howard directing it. It's the greatest piece of Star Wars I think ever. It's like one of the greatest episodes of anything I've ever seen, at least Star Wars related.
Which episode?
I think it's like episode 7. It's where they switch from Book of Boba Fett to Mando.
Oh.
It's just a one-off episode of Mando, and then he kind of goes throughout the series. But that first episode is one of the best fucking pieces of Star Wars I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
It is so strange because 1 through 6 is the dumbest shit in the world. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll get to the other trailers. We'll go much quicker. I don't know why we had so much beef with Indiana Jones.
Because this trailer looks bad, dude.
It's really bad.
I mean, let's cut the shit. It's a bad trailer.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk about Super Mario.
I feel like I'm not heated by this one.
Hey,
there's
look
another one I am.
Look at
though.
the face.
Yeah.
There's another one I don't
I'm not
like.
even mad. It just looks bad. I'm not mad. It's bad.
I don't want Harrison Ford to die.
Tough titty.
He's 80 and rich.
He's not good. If
He
he's
can
rich,
only
he's
be
not
one or
gonna.
the other, and I feel sad.
But I'm glad he's happy doing this. It looks like he's having fun. But yeah, I'll read the Wikipedia. We'll be right back.